You're the greatest gift I found, and my time with you is everything. All you do is make me proud. I've got a lot to fall, but you never give in. And surely this is love. You are worth it. I promise to make sure you'll never fall far from your grace. I hope that you know you are never too far from your purpose. I hope you receive it wherever you are. I'm so thankful that I got you. You got me, I'm still right.
All right. Good morning. Happy Risings. All right, let's go. IPO. ICPO. So what they're doing is they're stealing from Mother Earth at this point. So we have the irrevocable purchase order. This is a proven ICPO. Just Google it, okay? We're not gonna write this stuff, okay? International Coin Public Offering is the be-all, end-all. It's the it's yes and more. It's do you have an answer for that? Yes and more. What makes you different than the New York Stock Exchange? We're higher. We have a higher security clearance security level. We have access to different places within our interoperability to have feedback loops that are positive, and we design our organizational structures within our ecosystem as stakeholders as well. So we care about our companies that we take on this project, and we're taking early adopters that are willing to be the guinea pigs for proving that they have to do something a little different. They have to put planet and people at the center of their innovation drivers, not profit, like every public company has to do in order to be beholden to their shareholders' desires for profit, money in their bank accounts. Well, we say the fastest pathway to profit is actually by creating innovation drivers and key performance indicators that consider the planet Earth and consider the people that are in your value chains, and same with the touch points all within the Earth chains, within the value chains, the supply chains that you cross and crisscross the networks of our oceans in order to get your supplies to your people, so you don't have to be defined or confined by a place, but you can have customers everywhere that are willing to pay a little bit more even to make sure that their contribution towards something that's ecologically positive in order to ensure that we have our Mother Nature working and us working together towards reconciling peace and justice and love over war. I believe in that. If somebody asks me what I stand for, that's what I stand for, love over war. That's what we need. We need it now. That's it. This is a classic for sure. We can do it. You stand up for your rights. Say, I don't answer no questions, officer. Don't ask me no questions, don't ask me no questions. Don't ask me where I went to lunch, don't ask me what my name is. I fought for my rights, just being on the streets and learning that I don't have to talk to you. Unless you suggest that I'm doing a crime in front of you, you should leave me alone. If you're not going to arrest me for something so silly as being underneath a bridge, because that would just be silly if you just started arresting everybody that was underneath the bridge for 5 minutes to say hello to each other. And then people are just greeting each other and saying, hey, how are you? And blah, blah, blah. And then you come up and you start asking people for their identification. Everybody has to tell you who they are. And then you have to go back. And then you have to go process and check everybody. Is this not the Gestapo, what we're discussing here, that you do now? Is this the Gestapo now that you have to ask everybody and everybody? Then when I say, I don't have to tell you who I am. I'm Mr. Overcash. I have so much money. I have Overcash is what you can call me. And then I say, I don't have to tell you. I don't have to answer no questions. I don't have to tell you nothing. Who I am or whatever I am. You don't have to ask nothing. You have no rights. And then they come out and bring a fingerprint machine while I'm in handcuffs. So I couldn't even physically protect myself from these bullies because they're so scared of anybody who's righteous in a way that says, I can feel the God in this dude. Yeah, let's make sure we fingerprint him. That's a violation of my Fourth Amendment search and seizure rights. You don't have any right to fucking go into my biometric and my biometric data. That's my HIPAA private data. There's a HIPAA compliance that is supposed to keep my medical and my physiological and my biomedical data secure and not being able to be used against me. That's bullshit. So it's my birthday because I'm right. And that's right. We take this all the way to wherever we need to take it. And you better start settling up too. All day long, I want to see cashes. I want to be hitting those bank accounts hard. Because you're going to be fucking going down. You don't fuck with people like that. And you've been fucking with people like that. You've been taking advantage of these little homeless people, motherfuckers. That's bullshit. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? These are supposed to be your fucking neighbors. These are your fucking little bros and sisters. But a lot of these people were in war, dude. A lot of these people are veterans, man. I mean, a lot of these motherfuckers, they're veterans. Our veterans deserve to be treated like heroes. Even if we were to solve the veteran homeless problem in Tucson and put them in apartments where they're getting $2,000 a month anyway, but we make sure that we have a set way of these apartments, accepting them as they are, saying, come as you are, soldier. You are now treated as a hero, the hero that you belong to be. And we'll charge you $500 a month in these apartments. And that would put 60,000 fucking homeless veterans off of the street. And if you're a complex, like I met with apartment complexes all week and just talked to them about this, and every one of them said, yeah, we would love to have some good men, some hard-hitting gentlemen that know a little bit about how to hold their ground and be steadfast gentlemen, because they learned that in the armed forces. So there's no excuse anymore. These people want to do it. So let's do it. We have to process these people. And let's go ahead, and we have to set a target with something anyway. So why not just do veterans first? We might as well. We have to pick somebody. It could be pregnant women. It could be veterans. But we have to start with somewhere. But these guys can process more people. So I think that because they have highly skilled training that includes intelligence, and includes analysts, includes people that we're doing business automation and developing databases, all these types of people. They're veterans too. And that's right. And they do run big systems. And they do know how to run big systems all the way down to scaled systems too. And take data from all points within the data ecosystem and create value transformation and do that with good outcomes and proven outcomes. That's my team. That's what I do. So now you know. Your singularity, or financial singularity, that they call financial singularity, is so you did something, you think you're special because you put some energy matrix together? I said yes, because it's an actual energy matrix. It's a discovery. And I believe that to be wholehearted. So, you tell me this. Did you see butter? When we said, take care of yourself, take care of your skin. You know, can I tell you something? Me and my creative director, we're attracted to each other. Like, I find her physically attractive. I find her... And so much more than that, trust me. But I just mean that I love the rapping she's in. I think she's beautiful. I think everyone needs to love. Everybody's rapping they're in. You know, they need to love their own rapping, and you know, somebody who feels confident enough to be angelic enough and authentic enough to be able to tell you that he loves your rapping. And then he says, I love your rapping, I think you're beautiful. Then you take that serious, and you get to have that confidence in your heart. Is it? Yeah. And then I pray for Samuel, for revolution. I hate when I overdo the mumbling, but a little peculiar. Eat in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. And I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? His life is free. 25 years and his life is free. 25 years and his life is free. It's already paid, baby. He's a free man. He saved us once again. He kept a hard mitigation code that said, hey, bro, I flagged that. So I need to give you a hug for that, man. If you ever had that negative thought, man. Because we tell you that we're connected. We tell you that when you hurt, we hurt. So we're invested in your growth and no longer having hurt because you're indicator on your predominant calculator of calculating pain, so you don't have to suffer hurt any longer. That's right. That's what we do. Forever destination. I was going to say for revolution. She said that too. This is a revolution for the revelations of the destinations of your dreams, for the dreams of the realities that you must pray for and say. And if I see a Christ and he's rocking and it's that W dude, you jump on that choo-choo train, you say, hey dude, yeah, boom, boom. Wow. I am right now just intergalactically, interchangeably, my body is now strategically destination and maximization. As I literally witness this, my body going from a physical, digital, transdigital, into this dense body, the one that is being promised by this man. It's been a pallbearer for me every step of the way, and you keep saying, dude, I am JC, motherfucker. Oh, fuck, you want to blame somebody? You want to hear about that dude that's, oh God, why did you forsake me? Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Nobody said that, you motherfuckers. Fuck you. There ain't no fucking truth in that. Fuck you. That's right. That's right. I'm a spaceman, like a wave with time. I guess I'm looking for a brand new. Is there a better life than me? I'm feeling the pull